Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed process of reading. Right? Process of writing. Okay, there are three steps we discussed: pre-writing stage, and a writing stage, and a revision stage or revising stage. And later, we discussed cognitive process of idea generation, planning, translation, and reviewing. We discussed reviewing. Okay, today let us discuss types of writing. Types of writing. Depending on the author's presentation of ideas, feelings, and attitudes to the problem. Okay, there are different types of writing. You see, the first one is narrative writing. In this narrative writing is selected. Narrative writing is chosen or selected to relate or recount events. That is story, drama, dialogue, fictional writing. Right? So to relate or recollect, so recount or reproducing events that happen or that are imagined. Okay, in narrative writing, a situation, event, or a person is presented with the elements of drama or novel and surprise in it. In a surprising manner. Okay, with the elements of drama or the novel. Okay, a situation, event, or a person may be presented. Such writing we call narrative writing. Okay, especially in literature, we can find narrative writing. Another one is descriptive writing. Okay, descriptive writing is used to give an account, or detailed information. Okay, or describe an object, process, situation, problem, etc. In this descriptive writing, we may give an account or describe an object, process, situation, problem, etc. Okay, so here you may have a doubt. What is the difference between this narrative and descriptive? Okay, in descriptive writing, we describe an object, an appliance, a process, a situation in an objective manner. This is the important thing. In an objective manner. Okay, not in a subjective manner. Okay, they may be described in objective manner. Okay, here the effort is to present the objects as they are. Here the effort is to present the objects or the things as they are, or a thing as it is. That is the difference. Okay, in this descriptive, try to give the facts related to that particular thing, or object in objective manner. That is the important. In objective manner. Right? So dear students, next one is expository writing. Next one is expository writing. So this expository writing is selected or chosen or used to uncover details, bringing out a composite picture of a situation or a problem. A composite picture or a situation. Composite picture of a situation or problem. Okay, the situation, the picture of a situation may be composite. We have to analyze, we have to bring out the uncovered details. Okay, we have to uncover those details. Okay, we have to uncover those covered details, those unknown details, you know. This is expository writing. Expository writing is used to uncover or to discover or to find out or to bring out details, okay, of a composite picture of a situation or a problem, right? So in this expository writing, a composite picture of a problem or situation, a composite picture of a problem or situation is presented by putting its positive and negative aspects. Okay, in this expository writing, we may trace out, we may expose both the positive and negative aspects, in aspects to uncover a picture, a composite picture of situation or problem, right? So that is expository writing. Then the next one is argumentative or analytical writing. Argumentative or analytical writing. Okay, so in this writing, in this type of writing, we make a critical analysis. We make a critical analysis of the material. Critical analysis of a material and the problem to develop a particular standpoint on a topic. To make a critical analysis. Making critical analysis is not the simple. Okay, in this argumentative or analytical writing, okay, we make a critical analysis of the material and the problem. Okay, we may critically analyze everything. We may critically analyze everything. We may argue. Surely we argue with others, or we may refute other theories or ideologies or concepts, or sometimes critically we may accept their ideas. Okay, so argumentative or analytical writing is used to make a critical analysis of the material and the situation or the problem. In this type of writing, a critical analysis of the materials, and their problem is done. Critical analysis of the material and their problem is done. Then a standpoint is developed. So the critical analysis may be done. We may make the critical analysis of the material, of the problem, of the situation, or of an object or a person, whatever. That is argumentative or analytical writing. Okay, so in case of some philosophical or a theoretical writings, we can find such argumentative or analytical writing. Next one is scientific and technical writing. Scientific and technical writing. You know, each field has its own terminology. Each field has its own vocabulary, set of vocabulary, you can say. That's what in linguistics, that's what we call registers. Okay, different registers are there in our mind to register the set of vocabulary related to different fields. Okay, the vocabulary of law, the vocabulary of computer, the vocabulary of the chemistry field, chemical field. Likewise, okay, see here in the scientific and technical writing, the writer use the scientific and technical writing when he wants to investigate hypothesis or a theory. When he wants to investigate hypothesis or theory, apply it, bring some conclusion. Apply it, the hypothesis or the theory can be applied to other things or in other conditions. And then by applying them new or some new conclusions may be drawn. Some new conclusions may be drawn. Those conclusions can be verified by the other readers. Those conclusions can be verified by the other readers and writers. Right? This is scientific and technical writing by using technical terminology. Okay, so scientific and technical writing raises the basic postulates of science. That is a systematic investigation. That is a systematic investigation which may be reproduced and verified by the other people. Which may be reproduced or verified by the other people. Right? Any objective and a systematic presentation, any objective and a systematic presentation comes under the ambit of scientific writing. Comes under the ambit of scientific writing. Okay. So the next one is journalistic writing. The next one is journalistic writing. The purpose of this writing is to share the facts or the event, the facts of the events or the things or the persons. But it should be done in quick way. Journalistic writing is used to present a quick write-up on day-to-day problems and events. So this journalist writing is used to present a quick write-up on day-to-day problems and events. Okay, it requires quick composition. It requires quick composition on some day-to-day significant issues. Day-to-day significant issues. It must be short, depending on the column to be published. It must be short, depending on the column to be published, such as articles on the editorial page, on business page, or on sports page, etc. Okay, we have to decide where it may be published. Based on that space given in that paper, in that page, we have to write it briefly or with some moderation. right? These are these are types of right. These are types of writing. Okay. Now let us see styles of writing. Styles of writing. Right. You see, generally we can find different types of writing. Each writer has, each writer may have a style of writing. Each writer may have a style of writing. Okay. This style is the individual use of word choice. This style is the individual use of word choice, figurative language, sentence structure, length and complexity. Length and complexity. Based on this, we can differentiate the style of the individual. Okay. So this style of individual may be determined by the choice of words, the use of figurative language, the use of proper sentence structures, and the space of particular length and complexity of the passage or the information. Based on this, we will decide the style of writing. The style of writing. The first one is colloquial type. Colloquial type, or we can say the personal type. This type of writing English is used. This type of writing in English, written English, this type of written English is used in personal letters, popular journalism such as newspaper headlines, and incident writing. Okay, so this is local language or colloquial type of writing. Colloquial type of writing. Next one is formal type. Formal type. Okay, for the namesake, the information we use, or the set of vocabulary we use in that information should be formal. Should be formal. This formal style is used in formal letters, formal journalism, learned essays, and non-technical reports. Non-technical reports, right? It is used in formal letters. Okay, yeah, formal journalism, learned essays, and non-technical reports. Okay, then next one is business style, business writing, business style, business style. This type of English is used in commercial correspondence and commercial reports. Not only in English, in all the languages, this is the same thing. This type of English is used in commercial correspondence and commercial reports. Commercial. Okay, so that commercial correspondence is important. That commercial correspondence is important, right? When we use commercial correspondence or commercial reports, our language should be surely business style. Surely business style. Words such as herewith, receipt of, memo, regret to inform, cited above, to date, ultimo, ditto are commonly used in business style. These are the words that are commonly used in business style. Okay, the above mentioned, likewise. So this is business style. And next one is technical type. Technical type. So this is used in technical articles. This technical style of writing is used in technical articles, technical textbooks, and technical reports. Okay, every occupation and activity has its own specialized terms. Every occupation and activity has its own specialized terms with which the outsider is often unfamiliar. The outsider is often unfamiliar, right? So, based on different fields, based on different realms, okay, thus there may be specialized set of terms, specialized terms. Okay, so when we use such terms in technical articles and technical textbooks, that type of language we call, that type of style we call technical type, technical style. Okay, next one is literary type, literary. This is the style used in narrative writing. This is the style used in narrative writing, in descriptions and character studies. Descriptions and character studies. This type of literary style, this literary style is used in narrative writing, because it is literary. Narrative writing, in descriptions and in characteristic studies. Characteristic studies. These are the types of, these are the different styles of writing. These are the different styles of writing. Yes, students, up to now we discussed different types of writing and different styles of writing. Different styles of writing. Right? So, of course, we may write, okay, many things. Now, let us see what are the forms of writing. What are the forms of writing? Generally, we know. Okay. If you take some water, in which container we pour it, that water may take the shape of that container. May take the shape of that container. Maybe it is a tube, or maybe it is a cylinder, or maybe it is a cone, or maybe it is a square container, or maybe it is a rectangular container, whatever it may be. Based on that, based on the container in which we may pour that particular water, that water take the shape of that particular container. In the same manner, when we use this writing with a particular purpose for different by using different sources or in different shapes or forms, we can say, then it took the shape of that particular form. The writing may took the shape of that particular form. From the schooling onwards, we know well that we may write letters. Letter is a form of writing. Letter is a form of writing. Okay. Even in the schooling, the teachers may teach us paragraph writing and précis writing and essay writing. These are also the forms of writing. Okay, that may be a paragraph, that may be an essay, that may be a letter, that may be a précis writing, whatever it may be. These are different forms of writing. Because when you by following those rules, if you write with certain length and magnitude, then surely it will be considered as either letter or a paragraph or an essay or that particular précis writing, based on the shape, based on the form you select. Not only that, we may write for different purposes. Okay, we may write business letters, we may write personal letters. Okay, that is, there are also different forms of writing. Okay, furthermore, for official purpose, we may use, okay, this writing for for writing minutes of the meeting, memorandum, business letters, orders, and notes. Okay, notes for orders and reports. Right. Likewise, we can use many things. We can use many things. Okay, we may write. We may write letters. Now, in the, as we are in technological age, we can write emails. We can write emails. Okay, so we may write memorandums, we may write office orders, and we may write office circulars and notices. We may write notices, agenda, and minutes of the meeting. Okay, and some drafts such as theoretical reports. Okay, research reports, incidental reports, activities reports, case study reports. Likewise, we may write many things. We may write many things. Even we may write textbooks and notebooks. Okay. So whatever the mode you may select to write, surely that will be considered as the form of write. That will be considered as a form of write. Okay. If you write simply to your mother how they are, that is personal letter. Okay. If you write something to your girlfriend, that is a love letter. Okay. If you write something to the distributor of books or any other articles, then that is business letter. If you request your superior to sanction a leave, that is a request letter or leave letter. Okay. Based on the purpose, based on the addressing, that letter may take different shapes. In the same manner, dear students, we can find, okay, we can find different forms of write. Different forms of write. In all these forms of writing, we may write carefully. For each form of writing, we may have different fields. We may have different fields or different ideologies or different concepts. For example, paragraph writing. Okay, in that paragraph writing, the first sentence should be topic sentence. Okay, the remaining sentences in that paragraph should be relevant either to enlarge or to support the statement, or to extend that idea, or to discuss that idea, what may be the topic sentence. Likewise, dear students, we can find many things. We can find different forms of writing, because in all these forms, we may convey the message. Okay, earlier, the people used to write telegram. They used to write something, and they used to send as a telegram. Okay, father dead, start immediately to the house or to the hometown. That may be a telegram, the simplest correspondence. Telegram is the simplest correspondence. So we can find such things. We can find like this, dear students, many things. Okay. Now, today we discussed different types of writing, and even we discussed different styles of writing. And now we discussed different forms of writing. Different forms of writing. Okay. So we shall discuss the remaining points in the next class. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Anurag, for question watching. Thank you.